Gate 14 podcast presented by FanDuel Canada, and we are coming at you live from the Toronto Blue Jays being the first team in the American League to 11 wins. Another series win for our Toronto Blue Jays, Abe. It feels good to be at the top.
Yeah, exciting baseball. Like winning last game of the series, nothing better. Classic Blue Jays. You beat the unknown guy in Grant Holmes. I guess he's been around for
that's just classic Blue Jays.
He just dog walks through 7 2/3, whatever it was. And then you get Spencer Schwellenbach, who was leading the league in ERA at the time. He comes in. Jays just put good swings and hit home runs off Spencer Schwellenbach. You never thought that was going to happen. Spencer Strider comes back. I knew his velo was down. It just started to plummet the whole game.
Oh, like by the fourth, he was throwing 94.
Yeah.
95.
That's not a great thing for Spencer Strider. But again, those two names we got, classic Blue Jays fashion. You lose to Grant Holmes. You beat the two other guys, and we're happy.
Again, bringing back that point you made, I mean, losing the first game of the series sucks. The sky was falling after game one. My Twitter mentions were a cesspool of hate. And in Toronto Blue Jays fashion, they get back on the wagon. You see that Santander home run on Tuesday, the Vladdy home run today from the big dogs. Bo Bichette was insane today. And just like that, you win the last two games of the series, go into an off day feeling unbelievable.
Yeah, and then you
unbelievable.
You get the Mariners too, like
good pitching, very good pitching team.
Very good pitching staff. Why don't we just beat all the good pitch? We're getting ready for the playoffs already in the first month of the season.
I got my joy back. I'll say it. I am giddy right now. I mean, it is crazy to me how much better my mood is when a stupid little baseball team wins fucking games. It is bananas.
You know, like that dictates your life, actually. It doesn't even just dictate your mood.
Dude, it's like, man, and
the weekend losses kill me. The midweeks is like, I have other stuff I can do, take my mind off it, like kind of piss if it's late night. But when it's on the weekend and it ruins my Sunday and they lose, that pisses me off the most. But it is every single day.
It's
do or die. Like it's
do or die. I love this team. I love the Blue Jays. I talked about it with Mark when by the way, we have the behind the scenes from our podcast with Mark Shapiro dropping tomorrow. So shout out Judah for recording that and editing that. I did have a very stupid comment in that. You guys can stay tuned for that. But yeah, I talked about it with Mark. Like, this is, again, it's crazy how much this team affects my mood. On Monday, I was genuinely mad watching the at-bats against Grant Holmes because I have no idea how that guy carved us up. And the reason why I was mad, it was warranted because you come out today, you dog walk Spencer Strider, and then you dog walk Schwellenbach yesterday, who had, by the way, didn't bring this up, 7 consecutive quality starts.
I think it was 1 run or less in his starts as well.
Yeah,
every single one.
1 run or less. And who beats him up? The singles merchant, Toronto Blue Jays. It's just bananas, man. And looking back on this series, hopefully we can look back on this in like a month from now or 2 months from now and say, that was when things really clicked, because that was when Tony Taters, we got to talk about that home run, by the way, in a second. Vladdy launches baseballs. Now we're all really missing is Bo Bichette to kind of hit a ball out of the yard. But Bo Bichette's been unbelievable in that leadoff spot. So it's been a really fun brand of baseball to watch so far. And I don't even really want to talk about that Monday game because it was just a classic. You get back from traveling. You play Monday against a team that has been very bad. Are the Braves bad?
No, the Braves are not bad. We are going to look back. I thought you were going to swing it this way. We're going to look back on the Braves playing them this series, kind of like we did 2 years ago. It was like a Bassett great start again.
Yes, against Strider.
Mother's Day weekend, potentially.
It was when Jano hit a walk-off in the Sunday.
Like that, and it's like, oh, fuck, we got out of the Braves for that one. We're going to talk about this Braves team, I think, at the end of the year, being like, thank God we got them in April, because they are going to be
because, they're going to have Acuna back.
And Marcelo Zuna.
Yes, also, that's what I was going to say.
Is he not back? Like the DUI thing, can he not?
I actually don't know if they said it was an injury, but he played Sunday, I think. So I don't. It's had to be some sort of hiding from a DUI that he got, that he couldn't travel to Canada. So Braves Jays World Series, they're without Ozuna. But yeah,
I'm sure he's played since it. We just forget. Maybe not actually, but
I don't think he has.
Someone fact check.
Yeah, I don't think he has. But yeah, I mean, you can't discount what the Jays did. I mean, we talk about the injuries. Austin Riley was still playing. Ozzie Albies was still playing. Michael Harris was still playing. You faced the top dogs in the rotation.
Matt Olson
was still playing. You can't discount like, oh, their lineup, whatever. You face their potential if they make the playoffs. They're 1 and 2 guys. Those are their 1 and 2 guys.
Sean Murphy, Drake Ball. Like, they're a good baseball team.
They're a good baseball team.
They are playing some of their worst baseball they could ever play early in the season.
And I was fighting this. I was fighting people online about this. Shocker. And they were talking about like, oh, this Jays schedule has actually sucked. There's facts to prove. Like the Baltimore Orioles, playoff team last year. New York Mets, playoff team last year, albeit they got swept by them. Atlanta Braves, playoff team last year, and they are 11-8. Like, we talked about this, and every pod we say, if they finish April 500, we're going to be happy. They are 11-8 right now, dude. This is, I'm not a math guy, so I don't know what the pace is on this, but this team has been so fun to watch. At times it sucked, but they always pull you back in. It's like that Godfather quote. It's insane. Like, I was so mad after Monday, dude.
If they're going to lose, they should play really bad baseball.
Yeah, like they did. Got their money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, kind of Mickey Mouse come back at the end to make it 8-4.
Yes. That was the run differential.
They should have been like 8-0. That should have been.
Oh, they saved the run differential, though, to be fair.
Which
and
is
that's
always
what matters
important
at the end of the year. Yep.
When you get to the end, everyone's like, oh, is this team going to do well in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Their run differential is negative or something. Like the Royals or the Marlins a couple of years ago. So that was good. But when they lose, it seems pretty like...
It's evident it's no home runs.
Yeah, it's like a shit game. They've played pretty bad baseball. There hasn't been many games that, I don't know, I can't put my finger on one right now, where they played great baseball, they lost today. If we're just going to win all the games...
I think you could...
If we're going to win most of the games where we play really well, we're happy with that. And if you play better, then you don't play well.
I guess you could say... I guess you could say that game against the Red Sox with a bad umpire on the Thursday. They played well that game.
Yeah.
Not offensively, but pitching and defense, they were fine, and they lost. But again, the offense was bad. So it's not like they played all around a good brand of baseball. So that's a good point, I guess. But we're not going to talk about the Monday game.
Do you have any Vlad presser things that you thought? Because that was an awesome...
Mike Wilner and Rosie DiMano, I don't know how to say her name. Like, how do those people have credentials? And I know, like, you could tell
they work for newspapers.
I get that, but you could tell when we were talking to like Mark, it was like for him, it felt refreshing just talking to like people that just want to get to like behind the scenes and get to know him and are not going to ask him gotcha questions. Like Mike Wilner asked Vladdy about does he think he's still going to be playing after like the contract ends? Like what? Why do you? Who cares?
I hope so.
Who cares? Yeah. It's like, hey, Vlad, are you going to be playing when you're 41 years old? Like, Vladdy's at the press conference. He just signed a lifetime deal, essentially, with the Blue Jays. And Mike Wilner asks him, are you going to be a Blue Jay? You think you're going to be playing after 41? Who fucking cares? I don't care. Like, just hopefully he gets a World Series here. But a couple things that I grabbed from that press conference. Ed Rogers, need a new suit guy. I used to work out Moore's, so I could probably hook you up. Mom's district manager, so I could probably hook you up there, Ed Rogers. But I mean, Vladdy, we got to talk about the pink suit. Are you in on that? That was insane.
I mean, he's just a pink accessory guy. So
I think he mentioned something with his mother, like about that's why he like. I think I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I remember his mom was going through stuff in 2023, which is why he struggled.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like a.
I don't mind the look.
I just I don't think a pink suit looks good with the Blue Jays jersey. When they took the pictures of him in the stands.
Oh, when the pants was funny.
Yes, I was like, this is a little bit crazy. Like
I don't care. He's like a flashy player for us, and I like when he looks flashy. So if he's like pink accessories all the time, pink suit, I couldn't fucking.
It was a good presser. It was a good presser, and what I grabbed from that presser is they talked about like Vladdy mentioned Bo being his brother and like wanting to play with Bo forever, essentially, and it's out of his hands. But I think I am more confident now after the Vladdy deal and after hearing Ed Rogers say he is willing to spend and wanting to be a World Series contender, that they are going to extend Bo Bichette. I can't picture a world where Bo Bichette isn't here.
Okay, for me, I agree with that. Like Bark, when he came on and talked, was like, Ted's awesome. Like, he's a great.
It's Ted Rogers, by the way. Is Ed the deceased one?
I believe.
No, Ted Rogers, the deceased one.
I don't know.
Someone fact check us.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, we're gonna call him. Yeah.
Well, Ted and Ed, they probably have the same first name to start, right?
I'm losing brain cells here. I have no idea. Maybe.
So shout out to the Rogers family.
Yeah, shout out Rogers.
But they said that he's a good owner. Like he wants to win. That's his thing.
That's rare.
It was nice to have that reiterate. I mean, the money spent kind of shows that already.
Yeah,
that's what you need to do.
But people will still say they're not willing
again.
to
spend, and then I'm glad that the Vladdy quotes weren't lying. Like he wasn't. I hate when he comes out and it's mouthwash. It's hockey talk like after the game.
Yes.
The Senators on the bike. Oh, puck's in deep.
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't that because I wanted to believe Vlad the whole time.
And we did believe him the whole time, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. And it makes me think the same way about Bo.
I think Bo said multiple times, like, I don't understand what this national American media is talking about because they said, like, I don't think Bo's going to be a Blue Jay. Bo has reiterated multiple times since he was a kid, he's dreamt about playing for one organization his entire life. And when he came up to the system, he dreamt about playing with Vladdy forever. a guy doesn't say that just to say that. Like, that doesn't really help his negotiation tactics with wanting to be, like, trying to get more money. He wants to be here. And I think Bo Bichette will be here, and I have a lot of people in my bookmarks that I will be unleashing on, like I did with Vladdy, if Bo Bichette signs here. I am looking forward to it happening. But
it has made it so much easier to get him done in free agency time instead of trying to get both of them done.
Yes. I think the Vladdy one obviously had to get done first, fan favorite. Obviously more outgoing, talks to the fans, does stuff for the fans. Bo's more reserved, as we know, and I think Bo will get done. I hope it gets done. This is not Johnny Sources, but I do think Bo gets done.
Really hope so, because I think he's going to get Vladdy done first, 14-year contract. I think
obviously you kind of have to.
I think Bo's going to get 7.
Yeah,
like that's.
Yeah, but they'll probably in the Bo's mid-30s. I'm assuming. Like 34, 35 maybe.
Like, I think a 7-year contract would be great for Bo.
Yeah,
like
7 years. I don't know what the money would be. 250, 200.
Adamas is the one that I've kind of bookmarked to make that happen. And that's maybe a great year from Bo, ups his value too. But I think it's known that the Jays have the money to spend. They have a ton coming off the books after next year. So again, if you get Bo done the year before, you're projecting what your salary is going to be the year after that. Yeah. Then you can tie Bo in. Like, it's going to be a ton next year if you get Bo done. Everyone's going to freak out. The Jays are spending so much money.
Yeah.
And then you can just say, hey, this is what's actually coming off of the books.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to see after. So we can relax about how high. Like, they'll be over whatever.
They'll be way into luxury tax. Yeah, they'll be, if they sign Bo this offseason,
they'll be over every
they'll
tax.
They'll be way over the luxury tax, but you got to think the year after, Gossman off the books, Springer off the books. Bassett will be off the books after this year, but I hope he resigns, obviously, after watching him today.
Yeah.
There's going to be tons of these like $100 million contracts off the books for the Blue Jays, so you can afford to reinvest into other assets.
Yeah.
And Ross Atkins planned that correctly. I'm not going to say he forecasted this.
I don't know if
I'm not going to say he forecasted this free agent class that's coming in now with pitchers that's coming this season, but it definitely helps. And George Springer coming off the books is going to be massive. That's a pretty big contract for an outfielder. That's not going to put up tons of WAR, but he has this year. But I am looking forward to seeing what this team does this offseason. But anyway, let's talk about right now. 11-8. Let's talk about game by game. The sky was falling. Everyone on my Twitter mentions were talking about, oh my God, like the $500 million man is a singles merchant, this and that. Let's read Vladdy's stats as of today. 292 average, 373 on base. He's walking a lot, by the way, this year. They mentioned that on the broadcast. And a 389 slug. The slug could use some work.
Slug's the problem.
The slug could use some work. But the other one that's impressive is a guy we were just talking about, Bo Bichette. 305 average, 348 on base, and a 402 slugging. What more could you ask from a leadoff guy? A little bit more on base.
Yeah.
Sure. But the average is up there. The average is up there, 305. Bo Bichette has been awesome in the leadoff role. We saw it today.
Bo Bichette is an awesome hitter hitting leadoff. His first pitch swinging to start the game that ends in a ground out makes me want to stop watching baseball.
Yes.
I don't even know how many times he's done it, but I think it was just one time. I was like, fuck.
He did it today.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, no. Today he hit that double in the gap, Vladdy RBI single.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's been times where first pitch swinging to start the game, and I'm like, oh, that sucks too. That's when you could just, but he's a great, like once we get into the cycle of the game, not to lead off the game, and you get Bo up as the first guy.
Especially with the bottom of the order getting on base.
Yeah, it's so good having him in the leadoff spot once we get out of the first inning. Someone can bring up stats, what he's done in the first inning. That's just
He might have grounded out today, actually.
Yeah, it's just like in my head, it's a first pitch swing. That's a ground out to start the game. That's when
it's a little give and take. You gotta be willing to sacrifice the second and third hitters not seeing a lot of pitches.
But then you get Miles Straw on a 7-pitch, 70-mile-an-hour base hit to right field, and it's like, okay, we got one on for Bo Bichette, and he's gonna keep coming up. Miles Straw, we got hit and run and play. We're gonna do some fun things here. Awesome to have Bo.
You can get hashtag creative with this lineup right now. I mean, the bottom of the order has been awesome.
We let Vladdy run today.
Vladdy, that stolen base. Holy shit! I mean, that was. Insane.
His first 5 steps were pretty quick, and then he just got
he got tired. But yeah, Nathan Lucas on the what's it, the paternity list?
Yep.
Go spend time with that family, man. I believe he's already on a flight back. Actually, he's back on Friday. Yeah. Does that mean Barger's gone again?
I think so.
The savior, 0 for 6. Shocker.
Yes, I know, man. Fuck. I'm polluted by Twitter, and I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry to generalize our fan base because people who listen to this show.
It's a lot of people in our mentions.
Or just Twitter. Yeah, it's like Addison Barger has the ability to hit baseballs far. Yes.
And hard. Far and hard.
100%. We've seen his cycle at the major leagues. Not successful last year. Don't cut him off. He could still be a good baseball player.
Yes.
Absolutely. Prospect development is not linear. It can go up and down.
Yeah.
Addison Barger has tools, and I think that's what people on Twitter are trying to dream on his tools, and he just hasn't put together like being a good major leaguer yet. So when he gets called up, everyone was kind of doing the same thing for Roden. Has good numbers, but it hadn't really translated to like in-game, he's changing this game and making this team better. So everyone's clamoring for Barger to come up, and I'm just like, I get why you guys are excited.
Yeah, I get it as well.
I don't want you to be down on those players, but I don't think that's a team-changing type of player.
I think the biggest thing with the Addison Barger is people, when he got called up, were like, call Barger up. He's not the savior that's gonna, holy shit, this team is now just launching baseballs in orbit. Yeah. It's a guy that has to get his feet wet. And that was the point I was making with Alan Roden. Some people were old takes exposed me for saying Roden's not the fourth best hitter on the team. I still stand by that, by the way. I think that's not really that hot of a take. I just said, let the dude get his feet wet before you call him a prophecy. And that's where I'm at with that. Alan Roden is a great hitter.
Alan Roden is
a great hitter. But we've learned in the big leagues, like you just said, it's not linear. It's up and down, especially as a rookie. I mean, Vladdy as a rookie wasn't really that great either. Yeah. It's like the greatest prospect we've ever had, Vladdy, was started off not that great. So all I'm saying is, let them get their feet wet at the bottom of the order, get comfortable facing big league pitching. Don't throw Alan Roden in the leadoff spot on opening day.
Don't crucify these guys after a 7-game stretch either.
Or don't call them prophecies after 7.
Yeah, we're not. It's baseball, 162, the longest sport of the major 4. It's gonna go up and down.
Oh, for sure.
We do a horrible job at not being. We are the most reactionary.
Oh, for sure.
I'm
the most reactionary human being ever
of all time. Yes. So I need to. I try and take you step back, because when you tweet, your tweet are your thoughts, like immediately.
Immediate thoughts.
As raw, as quick as you can get.
Yeah.
But then once the game's over, you can step back. You can understand that these things aren't the end all be all. You're going to have bad games. You're going to have bad stretches, and you can figure things out. Yeah. It's like Will Wagner right now. Great.
Not a great stretch.
Not a great stretch. We're in the ground ball phase right now, and
Roden was in that also before.
Roden was hitting 62% ground balls
to the right side. The Kirk effect.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, Alan Roden is so good at hitting, so good at making contact that it's almost to his detriment. Like he is hitting every single pitch in the zone. Alan Roden, when he got to 3-2 in the at bat yesterday, was total swing mode when Zach Thompson was pitching.
Like, punch out. I think he punched him out.
Was it a punch out?
It might have been a ground out or a punch. I don't remember what it was.
They pitched him in 3 straight pitches. I think it was a strikeout. Close to the end of the game, it's like, hey, we just don't need to be in swing mode all the time right here. And that's another thing, learning the big league zone. Yeah. Seeing how that is going to. So
I think Roden's going to rock, dude. And this is a guy that you're going to have for a long time. Like, again, when George's contract is done, that's probably the guy that's going to play right field almost every day. Like, no one's denying that.
Yeah, no, you want Santander to be the DH. We've seen him play.
Oh my God.
And that's okay.
Like,
you paid for his home runs. You didn't pay for his defense. And you kind of thought you were doing that with Varsho too when you traded for him for the home runs, but
you got the defense.
We got a ton of the defense. But Alan Roden, like, hey, he was being pitched at the bottom of the zone often, down and in pretty much all the time. And then we see yesterday he makes a conscious effort, or he just hit where the balls were. I don't really know. I mean, the balls were up in the zone, and he goes backside double, launch, and then hits a home run to right field.
That was the Alan Roden game yesterday.
It was sick. Like, he got balls up in the zone, and he was able to backspin them out. And the swing to left center that he hit for the double was fucking awesome.
Oh, when he hits a ball hard, his swing is...
When he hits a ball in the air, it's awesome. And when he hits a ball on the ground, I think it's just in general, when you hit the ground, see the ground balls, it's kind of infuriating. It's like,
especially a guy that you know that can elevate the baseball. Watching him ground out so much is a little bit...
But he has been a ground ball guy. He was like 42% last year in AAA, and still with great numbers. Like, hey, is his home run to fly ball rate going to be high? Yeah. And then weighted runs created plus is going to be up, and his numbers are going to look good at the end of the day. So, you want Roden to elevate. You pretty much want everyone to elevate. Yeah. But, just some awesome swings yesterday. So, I was happy for Roden kind of coming out at home.
Like I'm here, yeah. It was, and I'm happy his first home run was at home. That was sick. In front of his family. I mean, that was a sick home run. But speaking about home runs yesterday, we got to talk about that Tony Taters bomb. I mean, this is what you pay a guy for. I mean, a middle mistake by a great pitcher who we've talked about, Schwellenbach, and this dude just flicks it pimp job. When he makes contact from the left side, and we talk about this all the time, like the left side home runs are significantly cooler than the right side. I don't care what hitter it is.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper as a righty, I don't think it'd be as cool.
No.
As a lefty, it's significantly cooler.
Who do you think hits cool right-handed home runs? And like my thought just goes to
Vladdy.
Fernando Tatis.
And
like,
Nando. But Vladdy's home runs are cool. The way
correct.
he pimps it. Yeah.
Yes. But a lot of the left-hand. Like Santander has an ugly visual swing. It's just like pretty stiff.
It's like a lazy,
yeah. You'd almost say, oh, that guy, is he trying? But
Yeah.
It's just a swing. It's so easy power. But he hits a home run, and he kind of just like looks out there. Both of his home runs he's hit, he just kind of stands there and looks. And you don't know if it's gone. Like you see the contact.
He knows it's gone.
Yeah,
though.
you see the contact, and it's like, okay, it looks like he got that one.
Yeah.
Kind of stands there looking at it for 2 seconds, and then you realize the ball's 40 fucking rows deep. It's so cool. Like we haven't.
I watched that home run 50 times yesterday.
I know it felt like I remember the Spence home run last year against the A's.
Yes, that we talked about with him.
That went second deck. That was sick. But it feels like every other team was a team hitting the second deck, the over the bullpen home runs on us last year. So it's nice to have a guy on our side.
That's why you pay the guy, man. I mean, Santander. He looked way better this series, and he's a slow starter, which is what his career has shown.
Oh, you put him back in the dome, and it's not freezing cold. And
Yeah.
I think that helped him too.
That ball
like that totally changes the outcome and even just the baseball in general.
Yeah, I think he was. He had a double today down the line, which I don't know why they were playing him pull when they have Spencer Strider throwing 98-mile-an-hour fastballs on the other half of the box.
He just flicked it
and
down.
he just flicks it down the line. But yeah, another guy I want to talk about. Miles Straw, 8-game hit streak. Didn't get a hit today.
So it's over.
It's over. But he had an 8-game hitting streak. We'll call it a 9-game on base streak now. We're going to call it because today he got on base and started another rally by getting on base. What a surprise. And you can't send him down. I think
there's no reason to send him down.
Who do you send down, though, when Varsho gets back?
Lucas goes down. Pretty sure he has options. Someone told me he has options.
Oh, he has an option.
I thought he didn't have options.
Option talk. I don't know.
Okay. I mean.
So Lucas goes down.
Yes.
Barger's going to go down, obviously, because of Lucas.
Yes.
And then Varsho comes back up, and that's it. That's the roster.
And Varsho plays against right. Varsho plays most of the day. The Miles Straw, David Singh was the one who wrote the Sportsnet article today, where I brought this up kind of earlier on the year, was Miles Straw is just happy to be there. He said, no matter how I can help this team.
Well, I'd be happy to making 14 mil.
100%. But you'd rather be, they're a baseball player. That's all they fucking know is playing baseball. You'd rather, because he was in the minors last, like he
got 4 major league at-bats last year.
Yeah,
4.
like he's going to make the money, sure. But if you truly love the game, there's nothing worse for you than to be bad at the game you love. I bet he would give a ton of that money back to playing all the time.
Yeah.
And to be good.
Could you imagine how much that sucked, though? Like, you're in AAA, you're making 20 times what the other guys are making, and you're on the bus rides. You're just like, the fans know, like, that guy's not really a failure, but like, that guy's getting paid to be here, 14, 13 million, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
I bet if we got one-on-one at the end of the day, said, how much of that would you give back to be playing all the time?
He'd give a lot of it.
I truly think most guys in any situation, doesn't matter who it is, would say, hey, I'd take half the money to be playing all the time. So Miles Straw is now in the spot where he got some, like Popkins, Lou, Hunter Mentz made some things for him, and they said, hey, let's be more athletic in the box. It's great.
And he's looked like an athlete. I mean, the funniest thing,
he's having fun. He said, no matter what I can do, I'm here to help, and that'll go.
Yeah, and he has helped.
And that's all. Those are the type of guys you want. Like, be fun, have a good time, fly around, cause some havoc on the base pass as the 9-hitter, and play good defense. We can make that work.
What I love about Miles Straw is when he makes contact with the baseball, it is the slowest exit velocity hit you have ever seen in your life. Like, when he pops out to right, when he just flicks, it like the ball's in the air for like an hour because it's so slow. But a lot of the times it drops, and he's so fast on the bases. He's a thief on the base pass. He likes to steal bases because he's fast. And is this a hot take to say I kind of feel the same when a pop-up is at center when Miles Straw there as I kind of do with Varsho. He tracked that ball he tracked yesterday in the gap that hit his fucking throat.
That was so funny.
He's so good defensively.
That's quite literally why.
Gold Glover, yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's there.
And we're not asking Miles Straw to be the 9-hole hitter every single game.
He will not be playing a lot.
Yeah, just do your part when you're in that lineup. Yeah. Just do your part when you're in that
defensive replacement, steal bases, hit 230, 240. Like maybe
that would even be a good season, 240. I'd take 240 for Miles Straw.
It depends how many at bats. Like if he's getting less at bats, maybe you'd want even more than that. Like
a
255 guy, but have like 150 at bats. He is doing fun things. He is being a difference maker on the base paths. So it's been good to have Miles Straw around.
Shout out Miles Straw, man. And I've been DMing with him. And he said he will come on at some point. I think he's a superstitious guy because I think he's doing good right now. He doesn't want to
don't do it. Well, that was Bassett this year.
Yeah, that was Bassett this year. But yeah, shout out Bassett, by the way. He reached out to us again about the Shapiro pod. Talked about how much he liked it.
He listened to it.
Yeah, he listened to it.
You said it was as important as your father.
Yeah, I actually said this. Chris Bassett texting us how proud he was of us was more important than any family member that's ever said that to me. And I'm comfortable saying that. So shout out Seabass, man. And I guess we go into today's game. Chris Bassett is currently the leader in the major leagues in ERA. A .84 ERA for the Hound on the mound.
I think it might be less, dude.
0.64? It's something 4.
I thought it was 7.2 potentially.
7.2? I'm just way off. Maybe I'm going by decimals of 12, maybe? I don't know. Decibels or decimals of 12?
Decibels.
Is it, it has to be 2.
Let me look.
7.2 maybe? You're right.
0.77.
7.7. We were all off. He has been, you want to talk about a guy that has been dragging his balls on the fucking clowns that said the Jays should have traded him. He is so good. And I honestly thought, because I don't think you saw this, I think he wanted to go fisticuffs with John Schneider today when they told me he's taking him out in the 5th.
Really?
Yeah. He was in the dugout and John Schneider was went to shake his hand. He was pushing back. He's like, what the fuck? He was shoving 10 strikeouts, got out, and that's what Chris Bassett does when he's at his best. He gets in situations like it was today, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, 1st and 2nd, no outs, 3 punch outs. He's sick. This starting rotation, who we talked about, we said is my opinion one of the best we've had in a long time. If they can stay healthy, has done what they had to do.
Yeah, kind of carrying the team now. I don't think it's going to continue all season, and that's fine.
But hopefully the bats wake up when
exactly.
When
you got to find different phases to win. You talk about it like in football, 3 phases. We got to find all the phases to get it done. And right now, pitching's carrying us. It's good. Bullpen, I think, can be good all season. That's fine. Like the rotation, we're not going to get Bassett at a .770.
If we do,
Chris Bassett.
We'll call it the Chris Bassett Award if they do that.
Yeah, it would be incredible. But Chris Bassett, when he has a neck injury, feels like it's been 2 games because at Boston, I thought he had the same thing. And then today. And there was a start last year where he couldn't even move his neck. I think that's the finest Chris Bassett form we ever get because he pitches, in my memory, super, super well whenever his neck is fucked up.
Today he had so much cream on the back of his neck. You thought there was pine tar on the back of his neck.
I was like, what is on his jersey right now?
It was the cream to relax the muscles in his neck. Just insane stuff. And again, Gossman yesterday as well. Got to give the flowers to Gossman. And a guy that has been really good in the pen for me, in my opinion, Mason Fluharty has been a little bit of a shock. I mean, he's been really fucking good.
He's getting better. Yeah, getting his feet wet. The first 3 left-handed hitters they brought him in to face in his first 3 appearances.
It's
I believe it was he came in
Soto,
for C.J. Abrams, Soto, and Devers. That was his first 3 appearances, the first guy. You're brought in to face left-handed
as
hitters.
A rookie.
Yeah, and it's oh, well, I mean, I didn't have Fluharty on that high of a pedestal, but he's the problem is he's a 2-pitch guy, and both the pitches are going into right-handers. So nothing goes the other way, and you're getting 2 pitches. If you're in on lefties, it's a lot harder. It's a cutter, and it's a sweeper. Harder for a lefty to hit going away from you, but coming into a righties, it's tough. So, I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to easily get a pitch that goes the other way during the middle of the season. That's his thing that he's got to overcome. Keeping it in the strike zone, I think. It's been a nice little start for him, too. He looks comfortable, at least.
Yeah, and speaking about lefties that look comfortable, Brendan Little's insane. His swing and miss is crazy. He said this on the stream yesterday. In that inning he pitched, Brendan Little threw 4 strikes in the zone and threw up a 0. his swing and miss is insane. I don't know if it's just an uncomfortable at bat because of his arm angle or his pitches just fall off the table. But Brendan Little is going to be a massive part of this bullpen. Brendan Little, Sandman has been insane. Yimmy, we know what Yimmy does. And Jeff Hoffman. That's a pretty good back four. And that's not even including Eric Swanson that's coming back.
Yep. Oh, you're exactly right. Ryan Burr, we think's pretty good.
Yeah.
Too. Chad Green, he's
hit or miss, man.
He just kind of does his thing. He'll give up a tank. And
Chad Green's that accountant at work that no one talks to, but it just gets his shit done.
Yeah, at the end,
some of the stuff is bad. Like he fucks up some numbers, but he is
at the end of the quarter. You can count on Chad. What? Chad
he's
is.
Chad. He's a definition of a Chad guy. He's just Chad. Like that's just Chad.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just playing good baseball. The moves that they're making have worked, and I'm pretty happy with Brendan Little. The underlying numbers were so fucking obvious for him to be.
You called that though. To be fair,
I don't think I'm certainly not a genius. You can just read the underlying numbers that are predictive. You can see two pitches that are plus. You see two pitches that are getting a ton of swing and miss, and it's like, okay, well, how did he end up with a 5 ERA last year? Oh, he gave up the most home runs per fly ball ever in the history of that life.
And I talked about it with Swanee when I like I said, I FaceTimed him, and Swanee was like, just watch for Brendan Little. This was before the Shapiro pod. He said just take a look, just watch for Brendan Little this season. He's going to shock a lot of people. He is fucking nasty.
And Jimmy Garcia, I don't think you can say like any.
We pump his tires every podcast
as they should be. He comes in and he just fucking shuts it down. Heaters up, sliders. It's so fun to watch, man. Jeff Hoffman's outing today was like, oh, maybe he was a little
185 expected batting average apparently on that home run.
Really? Yeah, the ball
95 exit velo.
What was the other one? The Gosman home run, was that to Riley?
The low.
Yeah, Gosman's given up 2 home runs this year where I could not believe. The side view of the Riley home run looked like he got a good swing off, but
the Pete Alonso one was also
exactly too. It's like, oh man, that sucks. But playing good ball right now. You get the Mariners. We get to miss out on who's their good one.
Kirby.
Yeah, I think Kirby's hurt, and then who's the one who's pitching today? No, it's Bryce Miller who's pitching.
Bryce Miller and Kirby. I'll take that 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, and we get Emerson Hancock on Saturday, I believe, which is good. He's been pretty dog shit. So happy to do that against the Mariners.
He's on Saturday?
Believe so.
Oh, okay. But some Gate 14 news. We've been talking with the Blue Jays marketing team. There will be an Agent Zero night, Ground Zero section with Gate 14 listeners. So we will be posting a link at one point. You buy the tickets for the link. You click through the link. You'll be getting an exclusive, only for that section, Ground Zero, Agent Zero t-shirt, which is fucking cool. Yeah. I don't care how you look at it, what you think about it. It's during a Looney Dog game, which is what I picked, so the food will be cheap if you want to go, whatever. But, shout out to the Blue Jays staff, man, John, for hooking that up and kind of just listening to our ideas and kind of letting fans have a voice in terms of fun things that happen at the ballpark, kind of incentivize people to go to the ballpark. So I'm looking forward to that, Abe. That's going to be very, very fucking fun.
That will be cool.
And
we get the people together. Hancock might be Friday.
Hancock's Friday. I saw. Yeah, that's also. Okay. Yeah, Hancock's Friday, and then Saturday is Luis Castillo, I believe. Right?
Yeah. No, Gilbert.
And then Castillo Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easton Lucas tough start this week.
Sure. No one expected
him to be great. I mean,
yeah.
But what's the deal with Max Scherzer? Every day, I mean, Max Scherzer's visiting a specialist in a different state in the U.S. Philly before, Florida now, and he's throwing. They're trying to get him to ramp up. Or
I can't. He's a guy that's like too in tune with his body. He knows.
Yeah.
I can't do this. Or else I'm gonna get hurt. He dealt with it all last year. I'm just like,
where are you on the confidence meter of Max Scherzer pitching for this team?
Again, oh man, pretty middle of the pack. Like, dude, if we get
how many innings now? Like, have you shifted your expectations?
Yeah, man, 60 innings would be like.
Oh, he's at 3, so 57 more to go.
Yeah,
it's about 10 starts left.
It's like, hey, get us to Manoah time.
I forgot about Manoah being back too.
Not that you could count on it. Like, you need to cover innings after. I've always hoped that Manoah is the Hyun-Jin Ryu of 2 years ago.
Where he comes back from injury and just shoves. I remember that. That was a sick run.
Not even shove, but it's like, hey, do we need him? And then it turns out, oh yeah, you really need him to get through those innings to get you to the end of the year.
Yeah, I forgot about Ryu in that situation. Yeah, Ryu was awesome down the stretch.
Unfortunately, like, you kind of are counting on him. And then Jake Bloss hasn't been good in AAA.
I was just about to say that. He's been really struggling.
Cold as shit, though. Hard to hit, kind of hard to pitch, I think.
Yeah.
In that weather. So there's no one coming up. Like Yariel is
he's just adjusting to the bullpen role.
Exactly. Do you really want to move him to a starting role? It's not a great.
I say no on that. I'm very trustworthy.
Man, but do you get to a point where Dylan Tate's ready, Ryan Burr's ready, Swanee's back, and it's like Yariel never took the jump to be the guy who's late in the games? Are we wasting him by just sitting him out there instead of being a guy who opens? I think you can. I think there's a.
You could slot him into an opener spot where because his fastball velo, all the velos all across the board are up 2 miles an hour on all his pitches. So I guess he could still have that same mindset with that same velo and know he's only going 2 or 3 because then you can pass it off to Till and Tate or Ryan Burr, or Eric Swanson, right? That makes a lot more sense. But I do think the odd man out in that bullpen.
Well, even you could make it with Easton Lucas. Like Easton Lucas they could go 2-3. And then get you out of that.
Yeah, it's a good point. I unfortunately think, and I know Hoffman talks about how cool of a guy he is, Jacob Barnes is going to be the first man down. Once Swanee comes back, obviously.
You don't see Jacob Barnes when anything good happens.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
he's just kind of the mop-up guy when things are going. He's the janitor.
Not that he's been okay.
Yeah, he's been fine.
I think he had
it's a good problem to have, having guys pitching good out of the bullpen.
Absolutely.
Last year I would have killed for this shit. If you could rank this series, what would you rank the number 1 game? What was your favorite game to watch this series?
Yesterday, no doubt.
Yesterday?
Yeah. I know I'm a pitching guy, so
I was shocked you didn't say the bat. That bat start was ridiculous. Because we were kind of
doing stuff at work, and when I can't watch on my own TV, I'm not as locked as.
Would have been a cool stream today.
Would have been a really cool stream, and I couldn't appreciate what CB was doing because I was doing other stuff, unfortunately. Yeah. So game 2, the home runs. Again, fuck Vlad. I wish I could have said today, but I wasn't locked as the other games. But again, the Roden home run was cool. Santander launching was awesome too. And
the bullpen was good as well.
I love a Gosman start. I really do.
Gosman's so good. I guess we can go to the weekend series. We will be there Friday. It's an Apple TV game, so I won't be streaming it tomorrow. Or I guess, no, Friday, not tomorrow. Friday.
But are you doing anything Sunday for Easter stuff?
I can't. I can't do anything Sunday.
All right, so maybe we'll try and do Saturday.
I could probably do Saturday. Yeah, Saturday stream I could probably do. We'll figure it out. But we talked about the pitching matchup. Emerson Hancock, big one. Emerson Hancock on Friday, who the Mariners fans talk like this guy's a terrorist, by the way. Emerson Hancock versus Bowden Day on Friday. Logan Gilbert, who has been insane this season.
He's the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, Logan Gilbert on Saturday against Barrios. And then on Sunday, you have Luis Castillo against Easton Lucas. We said the Jays would lose 2 or 3 on this Brave series. They shocked us. They shocked the world. They won 2 or 3. I'm going to say the Jays take 2 or 3 this series.
Okay, I'll go the opposite. I'm going to do what I did for the Brave series. They lose 2 or 3. Those are 2 awesome.
And I want to warn the fans, if Jays lose 2 or 3 this weekend, the sky is not falling. This team will still be 12-10.
Yes, you're facing good pitching.
They're facing the best pitching in a series collectively. Never mind. Emerson Hancock's not that good, but
no, Hancock, you got to beat Hancock.
Yeah, you got to beat him on Friday, especially with Bowden on the mound, who's been pretty good as well. I'm surprised. By the way, I called it on the last podcast. Credit to me, that was a Vlad Jr at first. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, true. I was wrong.
You thought it was in the dirt. It wasn't in the dirt. He just openly dropped it.
Yeah, that's what I said because I thought it's if the throw doesn't get there, it's not an error. And then you sent it today. The umpire change. He just missed.
He just blatantly missed it.
You were right. So I would like to apologize.
No, great. Yeah, credit, just ball nowhere. But that was very frustrating to watch. But it is crazy how baseball could change. I mean, last Saturday, not the Orioles Saturday, the one before that, Jays were getting swept by the Mets and the sky was falling. And now this team is 11-8 after facing the Orioles twice, Braves 3 times. That's it, right? Yeah, Orioles twice, Braves 3 times. Who do they play in between that? And the Red Sox. After that Mets series. Yep. After that Mets series, they went Red Sox, playoff team, Orioles, playoff team, Braves, playoff team, and they are 11-8.
Take it.
Take it 10 times out of 10. But anyways, I'm going to see if we can get the hitting coach, Lou, on the pod next week. I'm gonna DM and talk to him, see if we can come on the pod next week, maybe do it over Zoom. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for riding with us, man.
Good start.
11-8. My joy is back.
Doing this podcast is so fun when we are.
Oh my god! And the views are up by crazy amounts because the people crave Blue Jays content, especially from the Gate 14 boys. But we'll be in the building Friday, so if you're there and want to hit us up, just let us know. We'll let you guys know where we're at, and we'll see you guys on Sunday night. Happy Easter if you celebrate, and we'll talk to you guys Sunday. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. Let's have ourselves a weekend. Now we go.